we're at that point again when Call of Duty is about to release, and we have the New Zealand method. So for this method to work on any account that you play on, you would need to log into callofduty.com, change your address in the basic info section to any randomly generated New Zealand address, or just pick one from Google. You have to make sure it then saves, because the COD website tends not to save personal information quite often. So make sure it saves so that you can do this. Now, I mostly play on Xbox, and you should be able to do this quite easily on Xbox. So all you need to do is go into your Xbox system settings and find the language and location settings. Then you need to change this. You'll see language and language region and location. Select location and change this to New Zealand so that it changes the location. The Xbox will then automatically restart and reset the location to New Zealand. And that's it. Once the Xbox reboots, you'll be able to load into New Zealand lobbies and play on the New Zealand release date. Obviously change this back when the full release happens in your region. Now, the PlayStation method is a bit more difficult. You have to create a brand new PSN account with a region and country set to New Zealand. Then link this account to your current Call of Duty account, so your Activision ID and everything transfers over to it. Purchase some New Zealand PSN cards on GTA or any site like that. G2A. And you then have to go into the PS store, redeem them in the New Zealand store. You'll need probably about $125 in New Zealand dollars to basically repurchase the game in New Zealand. And the whole process will probably cost you $80 based on the exchange rate. Redeem your New Zealand PSN cards on this account and purchase Black Ops 7 on this New Zealand account. Now, if you've done this correctly, you will see the correct countdown timer that will end on November the 13th, and then you'll be able to play the game early. But this is the most annoying and glitchy method out of the two systems, and it does effectively mean you're buying two versions of the game if you're going to buy it again in your normal region. This is obviously because the games on PSN are region coded, and each one has their own region code to try and stop this sort of thing from happening. It's only really worth doing this if you're a creator or you haven't bought the game already. It's obviously once you've bought the game and you sign in on your other account, it'll probably show up on your account. But is this method really worth doing? That's down to you. But once this is complete, you can revert back to your normal account. Now, for PC players, Battle.net and Steam, this just isn't doable. There isn't no method to do it. You might as well just not even try. Now, on PC Game Pass, it's similar to the Xbox. You just have to do the same things, really. 1, make sure you've got a COD account. 2, make sure you've got Game Pass. You have to make sure that you're signed into the Xbox app and Microsoft Store app on your current Microsoft account that you use for Game Pass. In your PC settings, search for date and time and locate the language and region section. In this section, find the country or region drop down menu and change it to New Zealand. You have to also make sure you change the time and date to Auckland, New Zealand. This will match the times on the store. It probably isn't needed, but it just you just need to make sure that everything matches. Go back into the COD app or Microsoft Store and you should see the countdown timer and release timer for Black Ops 7. Then you can restart your PC. Once the PC is restarted, load up the Xbox app and Microsoft Store again. Double check the countdown timer, and if it's done correctly, the countdown timer will update and show a release date of November the 13th. And like I say, if done correctly, this is similar to the Xbox method, and you now should be able to play on the early release date and time for New Zealand. That's it. The Xbox and PC Game Pass are pretty much simple. Xbox being basically the superior way of playing the New Zealand method and getting your gameplay on early for Call of Duty. Obviously the PSN ones are pain in the backside and is the most expensive and glitchy method to do. It's not always a guarantee that it will work, but you know, it is something if you want to play the game early. I prefer playing on Xbox personally with Call of Duty for these reasons. You can do this as as simple as literally switching your region on your COD account and your Xbox account. That's it. Hope this helps, and have fun with the game. COD Warfare out.